more seconds.
Okay, good morning, everyone out on the West Coast. Good day, afternoon to everyone else, and welcome to this National Hockey League video conference. I'm John Delapina from the NHL's Communications Department, and before we begin, we at the NHL and the NHL Players Association would like to send along our best for good health to you and all of your families. We'd also like to thank the members of the media for your patience over the last several days as we've tried to give our players an opportunity to deal with recent events and the resulting upheaval to their personal lives. We appreciate your indulgence with the format of this call as well. And we thank you for the questions you submitted. Finally, a shameless plug. This is the fourth in a series of divisional-based calls, 2 yesterday with the Metropolitan Division, 1 earlier today with 4 other Pacific Division players, and we'll have calls Monday and Tuesday with Atlantic and Central Division players. All will be posted on NHL.com. With that, we welcome Logan Couture of the San Jose Sharks, Marc-Andre Fleury of the Vegas Golden Knights, Ryan Getzlaf of the Anaheim Ducks, and Anze Kopitar of the Los Angeles Kings. Gentlemen, thanks for taking the time. And with that, let's get started. Virtually everybody who submitted a question asked something along these lines, so we can go around the horn and we'll go in alphabetical order. Where are you? How are you? Who's with you? And how are you and your family holding up? Let's start with you, Logan.
All right. I think I'm the only one here without kids, but I'm in San Jose with my girlfriend. Didn't get the chance to go home to Canada. I'm working on a green card, so my friends and family are back there, but I get to enjoy California, so I'm out here.
I won't make you guys know who goes next alphabetically. I'll call it out. Mark, you go next.
Thanks. Just in Vegas, here with the family, 3 kids and the wife, and yeah, just trying to get through this thing.
Ryan?
I'm here in Anaheim still. This is kind of permanent home for us anyway. So we're blessed to be where we stay. And I'm here with my wife and 4 kids and 2 dogs and soon to be chickens.
We heard about the chickens. We're coming back to that later. Anze?
Yeah, I'm still in LA with the family. Couple kids. They're 5 and 3.5. So there's plenty of stuff going on throughout the day, and yeah, I mean, just trying to get through this with all the stuff that's going on, and essentially stay safe and healthy.
All right. So
who's doing school, Kopi?
Not me, obviously.
Not you. There you go.
All right, I don't want to forget about the chickens because I will. So I'm gonna, Ryan, you got to tell us what you've told all of us. What's going on with the chicken coop?
I spent the last 3 days building a chicken coop in the backyard. The wife wanted the other day, and we had no eggs, so we borrowed eggs from a neighbor who had chickens, and then all of a sudden we were having them. So she just ordered 6 of them.
We gotta see a picture of this.
Yeah,
we have
my coop.
Yeah,
I'll take it out. I'll take you out there in a little bit.
Beautiful.
Anybody else have a hidden talent like carpentry?
No, definitely
No,
not.
I suck. No, me neither. I suck.
All right. So another question everybody wants to know. We all just assume that you're a professional athlete. You probably have an unbelievable home gym, but when you think about it, since you have everything at the office, why would you have to have a home gym? So I'm just wondering, how are you guys staying fit? Do you have equipment at home? And if you don't, we've seen some imaginative workout schemes going on social media. Who's come up with good ideas? Mark, why don't you start?
I don't have any much here. My wife has a Pilates table, so I've used that a bit. I think we're lucky here in Vegas, though. There's a lot of mountains around and the desert, right? So I got a mountain bike, and I can ride back there, close to my house, and get a little sweat there. And I've been rollerblading a couple times with the stroller with the baby in there, around the neighborhood. So trying to keep the legs going and get a little sweat.
Logan?
Yeah, I don't have much here. I ordered a Peloton about 10 days ago, so that actually gets here tomorrow. Looking forward to that. But I haven't really been able to do much. I've tried to stay in as much as possible, and some body weight stuff, but not in the best shape. I think I'll try to get it going though.
Oh, you got time.
Yeah, I got time.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up a point. So let's just change it a little. Anze, when you don't know when you're coming back and you usually try to ramp up fitness to a certain point to play, how does that complicate the whole process?
Actually, mentally, at least for me, it's pretty hard. I mean, because you don't know whether you're starting in the next couple of weeks or next couple of months. I mean, you're just trying to stay loose somewhat and keep moving. I mean, like Marc-Andre said, it's just he's been lucky enough to have some mountains around to go out there. We've been lucky enough here to obviously be pretty close to the beach, and we can we can go for a run at the beach or something. And I actually have a stationary bike too. But other than that, it's pretty much just body weight and core stuff for me. And yeah, I mean, just trying to get through and stay as active as you possibly can.
Ryan, have you built a home gym?
No.
How are you staying in shape?
The guys who know me, some of these guys on this call know me very well, and I don't think the home gym is really in my my forte. I train generally at the rink when I can, and when I'm at home, I'm just active. I got 4 kids that are doing all kinds of stuff, so we're playing baseball in the yard and running around, and we try and go for a walk every day with the dogs. But that's about it right now, my friend.
Right.
I think I go to bed more tired now than when we're playing hockey. With the kids running around all day. They could die by the other day.
Yeah, school's a blessing, and we're really missing
school. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Homeschool's not easy either.
No, Mom's working harder than she's ever worked too.
Yeah.
She's my wife's just grinding right now. She's got a full school set up upstairs, and they're doing some of the stuff online now, which is nice. But yeah, she's got to run the whole thing.
Speaking
we just
of,
had a first Zoom class session today, so that killed
Did you?
about 45 minutes. Yeah, we killed about 45 minutes of the day, so things are looking
Yeah,
up.
my kids are going 2 hours every morning. They got with their teacher and stuff. They get to go live, which is nice. At least they're still interacting and stuff. But
yeah, for sure.
well, speaking of taking care of young kids, we got 3 captains and a veteran goalie on this group. How do you keep your teammates together right now? Are there calls like this? Are there group chats? What's going on?
Yeah, I've been doing this every day with my teammates to try.
Sarcasm.
We
I think
haven't
group
had
chat.
no video chats quite yet, but group text is it's usually going all day, every day. So it's not hard to keep in touch with those guys.
It's not the smartest conversation though. I think in those group chat, everybody's so bored.
And then there's that.
Yeah.
It only stays serious for about 2 questions, and then somebody starts being a, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think our guys, Schmidt is good. A couple of times we talked about like the PA stuff, right? And we did something like this, like a big video all together on there. So it's kind of funny to watch a bit.
I might have to send that out to the league there.
Yeah.
Well, that leads me to here's a thought experiment. If you have to be quarantined with one teammate, who would you most want it to be and why? And the teammate that you would least want to be quarantined with and why? Logan, you got away with the last one, so you start.
The least one's easy. Jumbo. I don't know how he's surviving right now. The guy he's got ADD for sure. He if he can't go to the rink, he's lost. So
That's 100% true.
yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I've texted him a couple times throughout this, and just to check in on him, see how he's doing. So that's easy. The guy that I'd want to be with, I think I'll say Barkley Goodrow, even though he was just traded. I think him and I have the most in common, and I still count him this being a Shark. I think he's only been in Tampa for a little bit, so he'd be my guy.
Jay?
That's a tough one because this can go either way, right? I can probably pick one guy for both scenarios for me, and I'm pretty sure we all know who that is.
I know who that is.
Yeah, I mean, you guys should know him really well, so I'm just gonna pick one guy for both scenarios, and we all know that's Drew Doughty. I mean, being around the guy every day, there's literally something new every second, a comment that
It's an
You know, it
emotional
just makes
roller
you-
coaster.
Oh boy, is it ever. So, you know, whether you're crying, laughing, or shaking your head, thinking how that just came out of his mouth. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory for me.
Hey, Ryan.
My least would probably be, let's say Hampus, because I don't really know how to communicate in Swedish. And and my most would probably be Troy Terry. He is a very entertaining young man that can keep me on my toes and laughing for sure.
Let me get to a couple. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, sorry, I can skip.
No. Please.
I was thinking it's a tough one. I think Schmidt might be the guy I would want to. He's like a little bit of a dotty, I guess, but he has so much energy. You know, like I feel he could like get the kids tired all day, and then I could just relax a bit because he's got to burn so much energy. You know, so I think it would be a good pickup. And then the one I wouldn't want to, I don't know. No answer for you.
No,
Oh,
you
just
can't
too
do
good
that.
a teammate you are, Flower.
What a guy.
I don't know, cause any drama. You know, everybody's so insensitive these days.
You're Switzerland.
Switzerland, yeah.
Does
On the
not want to
French
get
part.
hit in the head in practice, does he?
Yeah.
All right, Mark, here's a question from Justin Emerson of the Las Vegas Sun. From a goalie's perspective, how difficult would it be to jump back into high-stakes games right off the bat? And would you really prefer to play some regular season games or go right into the playoffs?
Yeah, I would like to play some games. I think the biggest thing as a goalie is timing. You know, I think you can, you know, whatever you do, like even the summer, like you train and practice and stuff. But when you get to camp, I find when you see the NHL shots and the speed of the game, I think that's when that's something you got to catch up on. You know, so I think it would be nice for you to get back into it.
Rest of you guys, I'm sure you can jump in on this. He wants to play some regular season games to get back in shape. I'm sure you want to play regular season games for other reasons. What kind of format should we have coming back out of this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're the youngest guys on this call anymore, so we probably need a few games to just get loosened up and get back into the speed of everything. And I mean, for the format, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I think you want to play a few games again just to get in the thick of things, and because I don't think maybe starting the playoffs right away would be the best idea. But
Kopi, I don't. For some reason, I don't think we have to worry about the playoff format, Kopi, this
You
year.
can just bring back all the teams. Bring 30 teams.
Unless we do a
know.
31 team thing, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I read about something extended playoff format, but I think for us three, it's going to need to be pretty
You're gonna have to really
substantial expansion. Yeah, I think we're going to have to really, really stretch for it. But I mean, it is what it is.
Have you guys read about the tournament format thing to get like the first pick, whoever wins it?
Yeah.
No,
You think that's good or
I
no?
haven't seen that.
And I mean, we don't
haven't
have
seen that at all.
a first round pick, so.
That's a white play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I read about it a little bit, but I don't know how you can really pull that off since we didn't, finish, right? So I think the lottery is still probably the safest bet, is it not? In my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even heard about the tournament thing, but oh boy, I just saw my 9-year-old driving our golf cart street. That's not really that's not ideal at the moment.
Parenting 101.
That'll be fine, right?
What's the worst that can happen?
Let them work it out.
How do I follow that up? I have two questions for you, Logan, and they're both at completely opposite ends of the spectrum, so you take either one you want. Greg Wyshynski or Tracy Myers. We heard that you just finished the full series of Curb Your Enthusiasm. What's your favorite season or favorite episode? And then the other was, what made you start your book club, and what's the response you've gotten so far?
I like the
Tough
slate.
life.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think the Mocha Joe season was great. But it's a great show. I mean, I love Seinfeld. I like Larry David. Just took me a while to finish this season. I can't pick a favorite episode. With the book club, it's something that I've done for years. I've read on our flights. We have some long trips, as the other guys on this call do as well. So someone from the Sharks reached out and asked if I wanted to start it, and I said sure. Actually, a funny story about reading. We were in Ottawa this year, and I was going down the escalator, and I think it was a security guard stopped me, and I had my book in my hand, and he said, I've done this for 10 years, and there's only one other player in the NHL that I've seen that carries books, and it's Marc-Andre Fleury. So I was wondering if it's actually true.
I was probably holding it for somebody else, I think.
Okay.
No, I was going to say, Flower, that's a nice – I'm going to start carrying books, too. It doesn't mean I read them.
You make you look less smart.
It just full that. We look so smart, right?
Wear your glasses,
I read
too,
a few,
Flower?
yeah. Sometimes they're fake, but it's okay. They look good, right? But I read a few times, though. Like you said, our flights are so long, right? So, I don't know, once in a while I grab a book, and then, once you start, you're into it and try to finish it out. So
There you go.
All right, for Anze and Ryan. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying this security guy has got a good eye. He's really watching us.
Yeah. Observant.
Yeah.
For Anze and Ryan, I have two for you also that are kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. Lisa Dillman from The Athletic wants to know, are either of you prepared to join Logan's book club? And then Mark Wicker from the Southern California News Group, one of the giants of the business and one of my mentors, wants to know, as players who have won Stanley Cups and have been to the top, how difficult is it to have a pause at this point in your career when you don't know when you're getting back and when your team's getting back to that position? So, Anze, why don't you go first? You joining the book club?
I'd rather skip that question, and I wouldn't want to get into it. When was the last time I read a book? So I'm just gonna go to the other one real quick. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's hard on everybody, whether it's your first year, whether you're a rookie or not. I mean, excuse me, the uncertainty throughout this times, and it's not just hockey related. It's life related on what's going to happen in the next month or two. It's just obviously a big question mark, and I think at this point you're just better off just going day by day and not have to think about too far ahead and try to stay as positive as you can.
Ryan, you joining the book club?
No. Yeah. I'll gladly look what Logie's reading, though.
It hurts.
But yeah, no, I'm just reading's not really my thing. As for the other question, I think that that ultimately, as much as we're not going to sit here and complain about having a pause in our season when there's people dying and life's going on the way it is. There's been so many tragedies in businesses and just in life in general. So I think for us, it's a pause that we have to deal with, much like we've had lockouts before and stuff. And it's just another thing in our life that we have to deal with, but just professionally. But I think for the most part, I mean, obviously 3 of us have kids and Logan's got other stuff going on as well in his life that, family members and stuff that you're not able to see. And I think the biggest worry for us is just to keep our family safe at this point and make sure that, the life stuff's taken care of. And the hockey side of it, obviously we've been looking forward to finishing the season and being able to play in front of fans and all that stuff. And you hear all these different ways of doing things, but ultimately I think that the life stuff is what we're worried about. And getting back on the ice would be a great thing to be able to finish this season out properly and make sure we protect, the integrity of the game. You can't just throw out, some weird playoff format and play for the Stanley Cup that guys have done over the years and history there that we have to take into consideration as well.
Logan and Mark, Ryan really brought a lot of perspective to this, and you guys are in 2 hot spots. I'm in 1, 2 in New York City. So Logan, it really hit kind of your neighborhood first. Just wondering, what's it been like there, and how tough is it to watch people that and businesses that go through this?
Yeah, it's tough. We were one of the first ones to shut down, like you said, and I've tried to stay inside as much as possible. But when I have gone out, and it's been to small businesses and restaurants that have been good to me, and it's a big message here: is support your local businesses, your small businesses, and try and help them get through this. We're all in it together. I think people here in Santa Clara have bought into what the government's told them, and the social distancing and staying 6 feet away from people when you are out. I see it when I go to the grocery store, stuff like that. So they've done a good job here. Just trying to stay strong.
And Mark, it must be eerie to see. I'm sure you're not on the strip, but when you see the pictures of what the strip looked like, it must be unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's such a city that thrives on people, right? Having people in town, and so many people work in that business, right? In the hotels and stuff, and right now, nobody making money. Everybody went home, and it's definitely a tough time for the people of Vegas right now.
All right, so what's getting you guys through this? Let's start with Anze. TV shows you're binging, music you love, hobbies you're learning, that sort of stuff.
To be completely honest with you, I've been working the kitchen pretty well in the barbecue.
Nice.
No food poisoning as of right now, but let's not jinx it. But no, other than that, I mean, we've actually ordered a bunch of puzzles. So we've been putting together puzzles with my wife, and just trying to keep busy. And with 2 kids, it's pretty eventful all day, anyways, to try and entertain them. But yeah, other than that, just staying in the house, staying safe, and try to keep yourself busy.
Ryan, you have a binge TV show you've been really on?
Is that for me?
That is. I'm sorry, Ryan.
No, I don't have a binge TV show. I'm like I said, same as Kofi. I mean, I got 4 kids running around here, and 3 of them are in school, and so we're doing all kinds of stuff, and then basically we just try and go outside whenever the sun's shining. And like I said, I was building a chicken coop, so I did that the last few days, and we spent a lot of time hitting baseballs and stuff like that. The kids are into ball right now, so we've been doing that a lot.
Okay. Logan, help me out. Besides Curb Your Enthusiasm?
It seems like I'm the only one with the TV shows spare time.
Sorry, bud. I wish. I'm jealous.
I know.
You're the only guys without kids.
Yeah, it's true. I'm finishing up The Wire right now. I watched the first couple of seasons of that years ago, and forgot about it. So I'm finishing that up, and then just started 6 Feet Under.
I'll take you out to the coop, Kofi.
Here we go. I want to see this thing.
What about music, Logan?
For me, what I like country music. I like The Weeknd just released a new album. I'm a big fan of his, so those 2.
Mark?
Actually, usually when we put the kids to bed at night, we start watching a show. So we start watching Making a Murderer. We're like behind on it on Netflix.
Watch that one.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy everything that happened, but it's insane. It's been out for a while though. We just we're behind, I guess, on TV shows. But so watch a few at night there, and during the day, like the other guys, just doing schoolwork, trying to play outside, ride the bike. Got a trampoline, put that together, and then something else to do during the day, I guess.
All right. This is difficult because all anybody really wants to see is Ryan Getzlaf's chicken coop.
This is
Right,
I've been there like
thing,
nothing
I'm almost there.
else.
Is this like the neighbor's coop that you're showing us? Or
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Oh, look at that.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
That is good.
That's a coop and a half.
Say hi, guys.
Good job, man.
All right, here's one for you. Let's start with Anze. What is the thing that you miss the least about playing against these other 3 guys? What thing just aggravates you when you're playing against them? Come on, you knew this question was coming, so.
No, I knew. Well, we see obviously Cooch and Getz on the face-off pretty much all the time, play against each other at all times, and I think just chasing them around, really. It's
Good
like
thing
I said,
I'm
we
so
get
slow,
mad.
eh, Kobe?
So am I.
No, trust me, we're all in the same boat. So but I'm still chasing you around. So I don't know what that says about my skating abilities, but yeah, I mean, just as much as you want to get away from competing and being hit by these guys, now after 2 weeks you miss it big time. So it's kind of sweet and sour, right? But yeah, I mean, just missing and competing and at the same time not missing it. So it is what it is.
And Mark doesn't do anything that drives you crazy?
Well, Mark's been
These
chirping
guys?
me pretty much all the time, but you know what? I got 2 on him last game we played, so I'm gonna hold that above his head until we play again. So that's fine by me.
That's what's tough on your goalie though. When you chirp and then the other guy scored, like that's why it's tough chirping players, I find, because then for many games you're behind. You're always trying to catch up on them. But that's something I don't miss though. Getting scored on by these guys, and they all do. Big guys in front of the net all the time, So gotta deal with these guys.
I take care of your flower. I don't score very much.
Somebody's nice though. Sometimes you come and say hi, what's up, right? Don't tell
Yeah.
bad.
Sure,
That.
you make some nice saves once in a while.
Thank you. I get lucky once in a while. Get hit by it.
Don't we all?
Logan, what drives you crazy about these guys, playing against these guys?
Well, the Getz and Kopi are both centermen, like Kopi said, and played against them my entire career. Can't get away from it. It seems when they have the puck, they're so strong and hold on to it so well. Kopi's always in the right spot, gets these guys so well with his long reach. And they make it very difficult to play against. Obviously, they both won Stanley Cups for a reason. There's number 1 centers on their team. So 2 guys that I look up to as players. I think they play the game the right way. So it's not easy playing against them every night. You know that, or I know that. And then Mark always seems to make the big save on me and on our team. He battles. He's athletic. It's tough to find goalies that have both that are so athletic and they battle so hard. So he's one of the best, and definitely don't like playing against him.
And you took your coach.
Thank you.
And he took the coach.
Yeah.
He took my other coach too. So.
Ryan, how about you?
I like it. Face-offs are the big thing for me. Don't annoy me about these guys. Sorry, my dog just went nuts. These guys are both good centermen, good face-off guys, and I like those battles around the dot. Flower annoys me because he's never out of a play. That drives me nuts when he comes sliding in doing stupid things when he's out of position.
I can relate to that.
That's the most fun though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I enjoy it. I think that's obviously, I remember back in World Juniors one time in warm-ups, the net was empty, the goalies were switching, and I wound up to take a shot on the empty net, and Flower came sliding in the splits and saved it. During warm-up, he was still not willing to let a puck go in the net, so his battle level is always there, so it's annoying for me, though. Not you.
Guys, you've all been really generous with your time, and I'd just like to give you a chance before we sign off to talk to the fans and, especially your own fans and let them know how you're doing and what you'd like them to take out of this. And Logan, why don't we start with you again?
Sure. I just want to say thanks for the support. I know on social media from Sharks fans, and stay strong through this. You guys supported us all year, even though it's been a tough year, and continue to support us. So thank you and stay strong.
Mark, English and then French, if you would.
Yeah, just like Logan said, thank you for the support. But right now, just everybody has to take care of themselves, their family, and staying healthy, staying safe, and it's all that matters. And then we'll play hockey at some point. We don't know when, but looking forward to see you guys in the stands again.
Ryan. Oh, I'm sorry.
You want French too, right?
Yes, please. I'm sorry.
Français, juste dire merci à nos fans, merci à ceux qui nous suivent durant toute la saison. Ça, c'est des moments difficiles pour tout le monde. Prenez soin de vous, prenez soin de votre famille, restez en santé. On va vous revoir quand le hockey va commencer. On s'ennuie de jouer devant vous autres. Bye.
Thank you, Mark.
Well said, Bob. Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're all kind of in the same boat with our fans, and just wanted to reach out and say thanks for sticking by us, and hope to see you guys soon, and hope you're taking care of your families and everybody's okay, and let you know that we're thinking about you as well. So, and just I just wanted to do a quick shout out to our medical team at UCI here that's been working tirelessly. They've been doing such a great job, and all the staff around that's working the hospitals and really putting themselves in danger when some of us are hunkered down at home, and they're helping to take care of people and change the world, really.
Okay, take us home.
How do I follow that? I mean, yeah, Kings fans, hockey fans everywhere. Just like Getz said, we're also thinking about you. We're disappointed that this is going on, just like you guys. We'd like to be back on the ice, but obviously now the most important thing is, we got to stay safe. We got to get through this. Obviously social distancing is going to be huge we're talking about to flatten the curve, and we got to do that. And health is the most important thing. And just like Getz said, to the first responders all over the world, kudos to you guys. Thanks for working this and keeping us safe and getting the job done when we need you guys the most. So thank you very much for that.
Well, guys, I think I can speak for everybody when I say thanks for being so generous with your time. This has been great, really enjoyable, and it means a lot to the fans to see you. But let's make sure the next time they see your skates on and your uniforms are on and we're playing hockey. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Thank
Sounds
you,
good.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right.